Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into
a car, the buyer understands what brand we are talking about, to which country it belongs. But when you buy a Japanese car, it does not mean that it is assembled exclusively in Japan. Leading car companies significantly expand production, go beyond one country, offer their products in different countries. Quite often, car enthusiasts are interested in what country producer of the Infiniti brand and to what production it belongs. The brand is Japanese, but here the assembly is carried out in different countries of the world. The enterprise on the territory of the Russian Federation even managed to participate in this process. Why Infiniti decentralization? The meaning of decentralization is to organize production, assembly of cars in different parts of the world. This simplifies the issue of supplying finished cars to certain markets. It is also a mistake to think that now the only country of production of Infiniti cars is China, and allegedly all cars are assembled only in the Celestial Empire because of the low cost of opening assembly lines there. To begin with, we would like to briefly tell you about whose brand called Infiniti and what is its country of production. Infiniti is a premium division of the Japanese company Nissan. It is she who owns the rights to this brand. Almost every leading automaker has its own divisions where they produce more expensive as well as more affordable models. This is like in another Japanese company Toyota, which also produces cars under the Lexus brand. Because of this, the question of where Infiniti cars are made is potentially not difficult to answer. It is Japan. Everything starts there. But to reduce the cost of production of luxury sedans, crossovers, and coupes, the Japanese automaker has placed its plants in several major locations. From there, the cars are sent to closer markets, including the Russian market. Decentralization, i.e., organization of production in different countries of the world, allows to get a number of advantages. Exports are simplified, production costs are reduced, transportation costs of assembled vehicles are reduced, the domestic market, where the enterprises are located, is further developed. It contributes to business diversification, additional jobs are created, production capacity is increased, cars are adapted to the conditions and peculiarities of different countries. Currently, cars of the Japanese premium brand are sold in more than 45 countries around the world, and the production itself is established in 4 countries, where the assembly is carried out. Now it is necessary to move on to the question of where exactly Infiniti cars are now produced. In particular, car enthusiasts are interested to know where the Q50 model from Infiniti is assembled, as one of the most popular and in demand. In total, there are 4 production associations located in several countries. It is from there that Infiniti cars are sent to end consumers. Japan. This is the main production base. Cars under the Nissan brand are also produced here. Geographically, the plant is located in a city called Tochigi. Almost the entire model range is assembled in Japan. There are only 2 exceptions, which are produced in the USA. China. In terms of the volume and number of Japanese cars produced, the Chinese company is already in second place. And here the assembly was organized only in 2014. The main emphasis is on Q50 and QX. This is to the question of where Infiniti Q50 is assembled now. USA. The American market is one of the key markets for the premium division of Nissan. It is not surprising that a large production is organized here, allowing to meet the demand of the local population and additionally, to send finished cars to other countries. If anyone is interested in the geographical location of production facilities, then here the Japanese brand chose the state of Tennessee, Great Britain, namely the city of Sunderland. At the same plant continue to produce one of the most popular compact crossovers in the world. We are talking about the model Nissan Juke. As for Infiniti models, several models are assembled in Great Britain, and the total annual production capacity is enough to produce about 60,000 copies. This fully covers the needs of the British market and also allows you to send cars to neighboring countries. Read also, what water is used to refill the battery and how to pour it correctly. Some wonder why Infiniti chose the UK for assembly. It was mainly done to provide European consumers with premium Japanese cars. At the same time, the requirements of Europeans are somewhat different than in the United States, Japan, or Russia. More compact, economical cars are required here. For Europe, they have even revised the design and equipment. The main demand is for hybrid and small-capacity versions. While in the USA, they want to see large SUVs with powerful and voluminous power units. As you can see, the manufacturing country of Infiniti brand is not one. Currently, there are 4 of them. At the same time, each car in the lineup of the Japanese brand can be assembled at all enterprises. In Japan, the main mass of cars is produced. But there are 2 exceptions. These cars are produced only at factories in the United States. We are talking about large crossovers, which are available QX60 and QX80. Infiniti and the Russian market. Logically, motorists are interested in what concern now produces Infiniti cars exactly for the Russian market, for local consumers. If someone had asked a few years ago where Infiniti cars for Russia are assembled, the answer would have been quite simple. On the territory of the Russian Federation. After all, there was a Russian assembly organized near St. Petersburg. The Infiniti brand itself reached the Russian market back in 2006. Initially, these were cars of Japanese assembly, that is, directly from the homeland of the premium manufacturer. At that, the QX50 sedan won the greatest popularity then. The models Q60, Q70, QX80, etc. were no less popular. Someone chose sports coupes, others favored solid sedans, and others wanted to get a huge and luxurious SUV. Everyone could get what they wanted. Given the high demand for Infiniti cars in Russia, it was a logical step to open a plant to assemble cars of the Japanese brand. This happened in 2012. As a base for assembly was the plant on the territory of the village of Kamenka, which is not far from the northern capital of St. Petersburg. Read also, where Hyundai brand cars are produced. Here the assembly of 3 main models was established. These are QX70, QX80, and M. Until 2013, business sedans from Infiniti were called simply M. Then, starting in 2013, the car was renamed Q70. There is an opinion that earlier the QX70 model was also manufactured in Russia. It is not so. The Russian enterprise near St. Petersburg did not take part in the assembly of QX70. Then it will be relevant to know where Infiniti QX70 is assembled then. For the Russian market, this crossover was supplied directly from Japan. Now the situation has not changed. Alas, but the Russian production existed only a little. After the opening of the assembly lines in 2012, already by 2014 the production of Japanese cars of the premium brand Infiniti was stopped. This is due to some objective and subjective reasons. Probably, the assembly did not justify itself. And yes, there were indeed some questions about the quality of assembly, if you compare Infiniti of the domestic sample with the same Japanese versions. Although all components were delivered to Russia directly from Japan. And what now? It is logical to ask the question about where Infiniti cars come from in Russia, and where the cars of the premium Japanese brand are produced. Recall that since April 2012 in the village of Kamenka started large unit assembly of cars of the Japanese brand Infiniti. It was 1 sedan and a couple of crossovers. But then the production was stopped. According to the official version, the assembly stopped due to expired contact with the Ministry of Economy. But there are other versions as well. Some sources claim that the reason for the closure of assembly lines is related to federal subsidies. In order to receive subsidies from the government, the Japanese manufacturer needed to abandon large unit assembly. That's what they did. But as a result, from June 2014, the assembly was stopped. As a result, the production capacity was freed up, but it still remained at the disposal of Nissan. This allowed them to switch to the assembly of another crossover. It turned out to be Nissan Pathfinder. It is also quite popular and demanded car available on the Russian market. Now the model range of Infiniti, officially presented in Russia, is supplied from factories in Japan. That is, we can say that the offered Infiniti cars on the Russian market are purebred Japanese. And the Japanese assembly is considered the best. In conclusion, Infiniti cars are primarily manufactured in Japan, with significant production facilities in Tochigi and Kanagawa. Additionally, some models are produced in North America, specifically in Mexico and the United States. This global approach allows Infiniti to blend Japanese craftsmanship with local market needs, ensuring high-quality vehicles that cater to a diverse audience. Understanding where and how these luxury cars are made gives us a deeper appreciation for the brand's commitment to excellence and innovation. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this exploration of Infiniti's manufacturing fascinating.